6 most badass families ever. 1. The Gracies. Royce Gracie is one of the most celebrated UFC fighters. He won 3 of the first 4 Ultimate Fighting Championships. His granddad, Carlos Gracie, founded his own fighting academy. He basically invented mixed martial arts. Carlos's brother, Helio, was a star fighter who only lost 2 matches. One of his losses was actually an impossible feat. At 42, Helio held his own against his 24-year-old ex-student, Valdemar Santana. He lost after 3 hours and 42 minutes. Carlos's oldest son, Carlson, lost only 1 match of his 18. Helio's son Rickson had a perfect 11-0 MMA record. Royce Gracie was Rickson's brother. His brother Rorion actually founded the UFC. 2. The Richtofens. Manfred von Richthofen was famous as the Red Baron. He was Germany's best fighter ace of World War I. His younger brother, Lothar, was also a fighter pilot. Lothar was absolutely fearless. He would take British planes head-on, spraying bullets. He crashed time and again, but it didn't stop him. Once, he even tore off his casts and climbed back into the cockpit. Manfred had 80 confirmed kills. Lothar had 40. Their cousin Wolfram was also a fighter ace in both World Wars. 3. The Byrons. Lord Byron was not just a famous poet. He also fought in the Greek War of Independence. His only child was Ada Lovelace. She was a pioneering mathematician. In 1843, she translated an article by Italian engineer Luigi Menabrea. It described the analytical engine, a prototype computer. Lovelace added extensive notes. They contained the first ever computer program, but the article was published under the name of Charles Babbage. Babbage was her mentor and a university professor. He's remembered as the father of computers. 4. The Curies. Marie Curie was the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes in different disciplines. To this day, she's the only woman who won twice. Curie's research into radiation was groundbreaking. Marie's daughter, Irene Julia Curie, won a Nobel too. Irene's sister Eve became an award-winning war correspondent. She then joined the Peace Corps. Her husband, Henry Richardson Labousse Jr., headed UNICEF. He won the Nobel Peace Prize. Irene's daughter, Helene Langevin-Gilliot, is a nuclear researcher. Helene's son, Yves Langevin, is director of the French Institute of Space Astrophysics. 5. The Norgays. Tenzing Norgay, aka Sherpa Tenzing, is a mountaineering legend. He was the guy who led Edmund Hillary to the top of Everest. They were the first 2 people to reach its summit in 1953. His son Jamling Tenzing Norgay bested him by climbing Everest twice. He then climbed Everest a second time, becoming the first person to do it. Gambu was the youngest Sherpa to reach 26,000 feet. He was the 3rd man to ever summit the Nanda Devi. Gambu was awarded an Olympic gold medal in 1967. 6. The Roosevelts. Theodore and Franklin both served as presidents. But that's just the tip of the family iceberg. Teddy's son Kermit accompanied him on an expedition to the Amazon. After it went wrong, Kermit got everyone out by himself. He had malaria, but refused to use up the valuable medicine. They survived, and Kermit went on to fight in both World Wars. His brother Theodore Roosevelt II also served in 2 World Wars. He was awarded a Distinguished Service Cross, a Silver Star, and a Medal of Honor. Roosevelt won this award by leading the first assault at Normandy. He was in his 50s at the time. The youngest of the Roosevelt boys was Quentin. He was a fighter pilot in World War I. He was shot down over Germany, but his piloting skills had earned him respect from the enemy. The Germans buried Quentin Roosevelt with full military honors.